Hello, welcome to today's episode on the freedom in forgiving friends and foe alike. I'm Dr. Mensimah Shabazz, and I'm very grateful to have you here with me today. As we dive into the powerful theme of forgiveness, I want to start with a reflective question to you. What would your life look like if you were free from the burden of grudges and resentment? Take a moment to let that question linger in your mind and visualize how lighthearted and liberated you could feel if you chose forgiveness over anger. Today, we're going to explore the profound impact that forgiveness can have, not just on your relationships with others, but also on your personal journeys towards healing and empowerment. You'll learn 3 transformative ideas. 1, the difference between forgiveness and condoning behavior. 2, how forgiveness can free you from emotional burdens. And 3, practical steps to cultivate a forgiving mindset. Let's begin by discussing what truly forgiveness means. Often, people confuse forgiveness with allowing others to escape accountability for their actions. But true forgiveness doesn't mean condoning anyone's behavior or letting them off the hook. Instead, it is about recognizing the pain that was inflicted and consciously choosing to let go of the emotional chains that bind you to that incident. Many of us carry within us heavy emotions towards friends and foes alike. Holding on to resentment can feel like a protective layer, but in reality, it tends to suffocate your growth. By forgiving, you make space for understanding, compassion, and ultimately peace. Think of forgiveness as a gift you give, not to the person who hurt you, but to yourself. Now, what does it mean to be free from emotional burdens? When you choose to forgive, you are essentially saying, I refuse to let this control my emotional state any longer. By releasing pent-up anger, disappointment, betrayal, you invite healing into your life. The act of forgiveness is liberating. It allows you to trade negativity for clarity and resentment for peace. Looking at the practical side of forgiveness, you might be wondering, how do I start? Where do I even begin? Here are a few actionable steps. You can reflect on the pain. Take time to acknowledge what hurt you. Write it down if it helps. Naming the hurt is the first step in understanding its impact on your life. Express your feelings. You don't have to confront the person directly if that feels too daunting. Sometimes writing a letter, whether you send it or not, helps release pent-up emotions. I do this exercise with a lot of my clients, and it helps a lot because you really get all the pent-up emotions outside of you, and that frees you up. Thirdly, make a conscious choice. Forgiveness is a decision. You can choose to let go. It might not happen overnight, and it doesn't erase the past, but it does empower you to move forward. Now let's do a quick meditation and relax into this process. Find a comfortable position, either sitting or lying down, and gently close your eyes. Take a deep breath in, filling your belly with air, and slowly release it. With each breath, allow yourself to relax more deeply. As you settle in, let's start by bringing your awareness to the present moment. Feel the sensations in your body, the ground beneath you, and the air against your skin. Acknowledge any tension you might be holding and allow it to soften with each exhale. Now, I invite you to reflect on the concept of forgiveness. Imagine forgiveness as a beautiful glowing light that radiates warmth and healing. In this moment, visualize this light surrounding you. Enveloping you in comfort and peace. Now take a moment to think of someone you feel anger or resentment towards. This could be a friend, a family member, or even yourself. Picture their face in your mind. Don't judge these feelings. Simply acknowledge them. Now, as you focus on that person, offer them the light of forgiveness. In your heart, say softly, I release you from the hold you have over me. I choose to free myself from this pain. With each breath in, draw in the energy of forgiveness. With each breath out, let go of the burden of resentment. Imagine it dissolving into the air, leaving space for healing and understanding. Now shift your attention to yourself. Are there moments in your life where you've been hard on yourself? Take a deep breath and visualize that same warm light surrounding your heart. In this space, offer yourself forgiveness. Say inwardly, I forgive myself for my mistakes. I am worthy of grace and understanding. Allow yourself to sit in this loving energy and feel the weight of bitterness lifting, replaced by a sense of liberation and relief. Notice how your heart opens, creating space for compassion and love, both for yourself and others. Take a moment to express gratitude for the choice you've made today. Visualize how embracing forgiveness, you reclaim your power and grace. Gently bring your awareness back to the space around you. Wiggle your fingers and toes. And when you're ready, open your eyes. Remember, forgiveness is an ongoing journey. Each day, as you choose to forgive, you choose to be free. Carry this light with you and let it guide you in embracing joy and compassion. Before we wrap up, I want to remind you of your inherent strength. You are a woman of power and grace. Every time you choose forgiveness, you are reclaiming your light and showing the world the beauty of resilience and transformation. In a world that often thrives on conflict, you have the ability to break the cycle and inspire change. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you leave here feeling empowered to embrace forgiveness in your life, both for yourself and others. Remember, the journey may be challenging, but it also leads to tremendous growth and freedom. Until next time, keep shining brightly and always walk in your power and grace. See you next week.